My name is Mr. Fiati Kosi Elvis. I'm from Ghana. I've been in Rwanda for the past 2 months. I'm here as a volunteer for OEF, La Francophonie. So my duty here is to train French teachers and also help students communicate easily in French. We have to automate the workflow of the teachers. The French teachers have only 2 periods per week, and they have a lot of work to do. So how can we help them solve that real problem? My presentation is going to be interactive. It's going to be practical. I don't have anything to read. Okay. So kindly take your phone and scan the QR code here. You need to give me brief answers on the following questions. The AIs you use on daily basis. The different types of AI you use on daily basis. The second portion is what you use the AI for. And the third one, do you have any difficulties in using the AI? For example, when I take my phone, if I go here, I can scan the QR code. When I scan it, to take me directly to this website where I can answer the questions.
I put into deeper rhymes. At the end, the meaning of the sentence is completely altered. Okay. So if I am not vigilant, it might completely mean something else from what I put in.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The previous speakers already spoke a lot about AI, language models, so I'm just going to give you a brief understanding. AI is just a machine that is trained to behave like humans. But not as humans. We have AI language models, as someone already mentioned, LLMs, the large language models. They were fed by data. So if you say you don't have enough data about Rwanda, if you go to the online, you are checking information about Rwanda, it will be very difficult unless you have a machine developed for Rwanda or P.U.R, and we feed enough data, enough information. That's where the models can be able to use those information to help us do our work. Now, we are going to learn something very practical. How to prompt. A prompt is a request. Okay, it's a request. What you are asking the AI to give you. Now, you need to know that AI is a machine, it's not a human being. So it has its own language pattern. If you don't know the language pattern or how to communicate with the artificial intelligence, it's going to be giving you either false information or information that is not complete, or it's going to mislead you. Are you getting my point? Okay, so we are going to use an example. You are a student in level 300 in studying maybe education in P.U.R. Okay? Your lecturer gave you an assignment to enumerate strategies to alleviate poverty in East Africa. Strategies to alleviate poverty in East Africa. And your lecturer said, your essay should not be more than 200 words. What are you going to write to the artificial intelligence? In your opinion, what are you going to write? Who wants to give me an example of what he or she will write?
Go to AI, especially I like to use the Gemini or ChatGPT. Then I put the question and I ask the GPT, please give me the reference of where I found it.
What question are you going to ask?
How to reduce the poverty in the community.
Okay, thank you so much.
But give me the source of where you are finding this, so as I can reuse the link. Okay,
very good. I love that. What you've given as a prompt, you were just giving the question that your lecturer gave you, right, to ChatGPT. That's what we call bad prompt. Yes, it's a bad prompt. You don't know, you are not able to communicate well with the artificial intelligence. For you to prompt you to communicate with the language model, the first thing you need to do is to give a role. Okay? You need to give a role to the language model. For example, you, the one asking the question, who are you? You are a student, right? You are a student. And the person teaching you is your lecturer in a particular domain. So if your lecturer is lecturing in education, okay, is lecturing education courses. So you have to first start with the role that you have to give to that particular AI. You assume that your lecturer knows the answers to the question he gave you, right? Your lecturer knows the answers to the questions he gave you. So you rather start with this. Act as a lecturer, okay, lecturing or teaching education in a public university, something like that. Or you are a lecturer teaching in a public university. That's the role you are giving the AI. That's the first thing you need to do. Okay? So you are telling the AI that he or she is a lecturer in your course. The course you are studying in university. Okay? So as a lecturer teaching education, now you need to give a task. The first thing we did is to give a role, right? Now, secondly, we need to add the task. What do you want the AI to give you? Or what was the question given to you by your lecturer? Okay? Now you say, write an essay. Okay? Or a descriptive essay. You have to be very specific. Write a descriptive essay in bulleted form. You need to add a format. If it's in bulleted form, fine, or in paragraph form, stating alleviation measures or measures to alleviate poverty in East Africa. Because that was a question given to you by your lecturer. But for you to develop your own point, I suggest you say it should be in bulleted form, like bullet 1, 2, 3. Okay? So the task here is that you are asking the AI to write a descriptive essay or to write an essay in bulleted form, no introduction and no conclusion, for instance. Or you want it to be a descriptive essay with introduction, body, and conclusion. Be very specific on measures to alleviate poverty in East Africa. So that's a task you've given to the language model. The first thing we did, we've given a role. The second one, we've given a task. The third one, you now have to give a scope or delimitation. You have to limit the AI to, like, don't go here, don't go here. Are you getting my point? So you have to tell the AI, for instance, that do not generalize the answers outside of East Africa. And make sure that you give me examples from Rwanda and its neighboring countries. Example, your Rwanda is an Eastern African country. So you are giving scope. You are giving delimitation. Like, don't go outside this circle. Don't go outside here. Be limited to this space. So you are giving what? Scope. Are you getting the point? That's the third point, right? The fourth one, the next point, you need to give an example, a reference, an example that follow this example for me. Okay? If there is an example of, let's say, you have lectures on, surely your teacher taught you something like that. You can take a picture, you upload. You can use the attached picture as a reference to do the work for me, okay? Or maybe there is a sample you've seen. you want to use that one as a reference, as an example. Or you can even state that, for instance, you can give a context, a situation. For instance, you are a Rwandan citizen and you are part of the many who are in the poverty situation in East Africa. It's just an example, okay? So you are limiting the AI into what he or she could do or not, okay? And when you send this prompt, it's going to give you a better answer. Let's try it. Let's try it, right? Okay. What you said, you are going to input that, and you input what I said. And let's compare the results. Or you can even write it down. He said, give me measures to alleviate poverty in East Africa. Here, the AI say below is a practical East Africa relevant, whatever. Expand, invest in human capital, and all of that. Okay. So it's stating the point, however, in any form that he or she wants. You never said you want it in essay form. You never said you wanted it in bulleted form. He has chosen to give you answers in bulleted form for you to go and develop yourself. No examples given. Okay. Let's give another prompt. Now let's assign a role. You are a lecturer in a public or private, in a public university in Rwanda, teaching education or education courses. So we've given the role. Now let's give the task. I want it in bulleted form, so I'll say enumerate 5 points to alleviate poverty in East Africa. Now that we've given the points, you can be even more specific. Your answers should be in bulleted form with specific examples. Okay, I'll say specific and practical. Specific and practical examples. Now, let's limit the scope. You are not to generalize your outputs. The output is the work. Your outputs limit yourself to East African context only. Now let's give an example. For instance, you are one of the numerous citizens from an East African country. African country affected by the situation. Okay. Now here, I need to also add another thing. Note that these points are to be used by a level 300 university students in his presentation, so that it will limit the language, level. The English that your lecturer can speak, you might not be able to speak that kind of English. I mean the diction. So if you say the work that the AI is going to produce is going to be used by level 300 students, the AI will know the language to use. Are you okay with that? Okay. So these points are to be used by level 300 university student in his presentation. Okay. So when you give this, it will give you a better scope. So here you say scale farmer income through irrigation and post-harvest systems. Example, Rwanda and Eastern Uganda. You can see that this is more specific. And it will even give you examples. Practical example, in drought-prone districts such as Nyagatare is there, and Kayonza. Excuse me, I'm just 2 months in Rwanda. Expand hillside irrigation plus valley. In fact, he has given me practical examples, even using district in Rwanda and Uganda. You understand my point? Okay? So when you are giving a prompt, when you are writing a prompt, you can use, if you've forgotten what I said, you can use this abbreviation, role. Okay? Annotate. Okay. So the first thing is to give a role or a character, okay? Let's say character. What we call a persona. A role. You have to give, the next thing I said is what? After the role, you give what? Yes? Eh? No, before limit. Task. Very good. You give the task. After the task, what should we give? Huh? Scope. Very good. After the scope is the limits to. You said? Examples. Examples. Or it can also be a reference. Okay, so it depends on the question. If maybe you have a manual that you want to use for your research, you can use the manual. You can upload a PDF form as a reference, so that it will not go outside of what your lecturer taught you or what you have as a reference. Okay? You can even write this prompt. You go to one of the AI models, tell the AI model to improve this prompt for you. And the AI can also improve that prompt for you. You need to give those specifications, like the way I did it. You copy it. Now you can give it to AI that you need him or her to improve this prompt for you. It will improve it. You copy it. Now you create a new chart. This is how you create a new chart. Please, for instance, we are working on this thing, right? This is where we are working. And I've told the AI to improve the prompt for me over here. And I want to start working it's not good for me to continue in this chat. I have to go here. You click on new chat. It will open a new chat. Now you paste your prompt here as a new work. You can't ask the AI, improve this prompt for me. After improving, then you paste the same prompt that do the work for me. It's not logical. Right? Okay. Very good. So now, you know, the AI is not here to replace your brain. It's here just to guide you. So this means that you are not to use artificial intelligence, go and copy it. As I think Dr. enumerated a lot of my points already. And you go and copy and paste it. No. The AI is here just to make sure that you save your time. It eases your task, okay, or your work as a student or a lecturer. Right. So some of the AI that we can talk about are obviously ChatGPT. Now, you should know that when we talk about ChatGPT, for instance, we have different models. We have the free version, the paid version. Even the paid version, we have the business plan. So if you are using free ChatGPT and you think you can outsmart your lecturer, you are lying. Even if you are using the paid version, you cannot. If your lecturer knows the right way, okay? That's why I'm saying you have to know how to use the artificial intelligence. And I'm going to give you proper examples. So ChatGPT is a generative AI. It's going to help you generate tests. Okay? Good. The next one here is Claude AI. Claude AI is also a very good, not only focus on ChatGPT all the time. We have Nano Banana AI, that's from Gemini. So this one is to generate images, high quality images, and even videos. Okay, Nano Banana AI is in Google AI Studio. Good. Another one is Grok. Grok AI is to help you, like especially content creators, those who want to do faceless YouTube, those who want to create manuals. Even if you have teachers here, you need role play videos for your students, and the videos online are white people's videos. You can use good prompts to generate characters that will look like a Rwanda citizen or like a Rwandan. Are you getting my point? So Grok can help you do that. Now, very important, Perplexity AI. The Perplexity is just like an online library. So when you are doing your research, Perplexity is where you have to go to get references or reference links to books or PDFs, articles, journals that will help you do your work. Not to go to ChatGPT and input your research topic that the ChatGPT should do the whole work for you. No. Go to Perplexity AI. Now give a good prompt, and Perplexity AI can give you links direct to articles and journals and PDFs and videos you can download and use for your work. I hope you are getting my point. So when you get the references here, you need to verify. So you have to go to Google Scholar. I'll get to that point. You need to go to Google Scholar, go and verify if truly those links or those journals exist. Because the artificial intelligence can be very, very confident. It's lying, but the answer is going to look as if it's true. But it might not be true. So you go to Google Scholar, you verify if it's there. Whatever you want to cite, you can cite that particular article or journal and put into your work. Now we have Gamma AI. Gamma AI, I can see a lot of people, they input their maybe Word document or PowerPoint or PDF into ChatGPT to say ChatGPT should help them generate a PowerPoint presentation. No, you need to use the right AI for the right work. Gamma AI is meant to help you create PowerPoint slides, beautiful ones. So let's say you've typed your work in Word format or PDF format. You can come here, give it a good prompt, and it can give you a professional looking PowerPoint presentation. That would be very neat. Okay, that's Gamma AI. So as a student, you know you have to do presentations. It's just to save your time. I'm not saying your presentation should be done by the AI. You've done your presentation. You've written whatever you want to present. You can come here and to help you to create the PowerPoint slides. Okay. Now, quickly, we talk about plagiarism and detection, because one of the earlier interventions said that you are committing academic fraud. So, my dear lecturers can use Grammarly, but I will recommend the Pro version, Grammarly, to check the percentage. It is not only for plagiarism checks, but it can also help you do other things. But you can use it too. Because of time, I might not be able to give example. So Grammarly can be used in checking plagiarism. Another powerful website is plagiarism.net. And this one, it doesn't even have limitation. When your lecturer copies your work, paste it here, it will see the percentage of the tool we are going to use here is plagiarism checker here. Okay? You can use it to spell check and paraphrase and do other things. There is Google Scholar embedded here. But this is what we are going to use to catch you. Good. Another powerful one is Paper's Owl. Paper's Owl is specifically for plagiarism. It's a plagiarism checker tool, and I'll recommend this to my dear lecturers who are here. This one, Paper's Owl, and Turnitin. Turnitin is also very good. These two tools, when you are using the paid version, it can give you an accurate, not accurate, but at least 90% accuracy that the students also use artificial intelligence in doing the work. Now, you need to know that for you to use artificial intelligence in a safe mode, only use artificial intelligence to brainstorm, okay? Just to ask for ideas, outlines, or questions as a student. When you are doing research, the artificial intelligence is to help you get the sources of information that you are going to use to do your research, like books, articles, reliable websites, using ideas as a starting point, like Perplexity, okay, to get references that you can use. You can download the books or the articles or journals. You also need to write in your own words. Use your understanding. Don't just paraphrase AI outputs and give to your lecturer as your own outputs. You have to use AI as an end to polish. For instance, you've done your work and you want to polish the grammar. Why not? You can use the AI to polish the grammar there. And another thing I would like to talk about, which was originally not in my presentation because of the previous presentations. When you use AI to do a particular work, you can copy the link of the chat and cite it as a reference in your work. For instance, let me open my chat. If I have this one, I can click on the three dots here, and then I'll click on share. When I click on share, it will load the share link for me. Okay, I can copy the link now, then add to my work, and the lecturer can verify how I use the prompt I use or whatever I use. I can send to friends. They can also check the same prompt. Are you okay? Very good. So if you use AI, be very fair to your lecturer and say, I use AI. Good. Normally, I would like to talk about how to create an AI agent. Okay, but because of time, I'll leave that. Also, beyond the classroom, how to monetize AI skills. We will leave all of that because of time. But this one is very important. I think I have only 1 minute. I will be done. With Google. Okay.
1 minute.
Yes. So with Google Scholar, for instance, you can look. I can type, let's say, corporal punishment in schools. Okay. Let's say my research topic is about corporal punishment. When you type this in Google Scholar, you have a list of articles or journals that mention your topic. You go through them. The one that is convenient for you, you go through them. When it's convenient for you, it's easy. You just come here, you click on Cite. When you click on Cite, it's going to cite this particular journal for you. You can now copy and put it in your work. Maybe what ChatGPT will do for you is that to arrange them alphabetically for you. You can say, once you have all your references, you copy whatever articles you have in your, or journals you have in your work. You copy them, go to Google Scholar. Google Scholar is going to verify if that article exists. Your ChatGPT will give you something that might not exist. Once you are okay, you can click on Cite and you copy the citation. Now, maybe ChatGPT can help you rearrange it alphabetically because you don't have time. Are you okay? Very good. So I'll close Google Scholar. And when you check my ChatGPT here, you see that there is something here, Assistant de Français. If you are using the ChatGPT Plus, for instance, the one I'm using, I've realized that I'm here to help students communicate easily in French. So I've created a model, an agent, that a student can interact with in the classroom as a role play. So when they ask questions, they answer. It's limited because of the prompt I've given. So you can use artificial intelligence to do a lot of things. Thank you so much. And I'm open to your questions.